Good morning again, Card Community. It's RJ back with another video. Let's get to it. Today's random Mike Schmidt item of the day. Another Fleer boxed set for you. This is his 1986 Fleer limited edition. Came with this boxed set. There's the checklist of all the players. Again, you can see it was done alphabetically. These are just, the stars of the day. Limited edition set is what they call it. And I will go through some of the stars of the day with you real quick. Doyle Alexander, I'd bet half of you out there, if not more, don't even know who Doyle Alexander was, but he was a good enough baseball player in 1986 to warrant inclusion in this set. Joaquin Andahar, kind of the same thing. Harold Baines, Wade Boggs, Phil Bradley, definitely a forgettable player, even on the Phillies when he went to the Phillies one time. George Brett, Huey Brooks, Chris Brown. Boy, oh boy, these people, I don't know half of these people, I don't know half of them, but these are some really obscure players who made it into this set. Tom Bernansky, Gary Carter, Vince Coleman, Cecil Cooper, Jose Cruz, Mike Davis, Carlton Fisk, Julio Franco, Damasco Garcia. Wow, Rich Gedman. They got a lot of names in here that only baseball historians are going to remember. Kirk Gibson, Dwight Gooden, Pedro Guerrero, Tony Gwynn, Ricky Henderson, Oral Hershiser, Lamar Hoyt, Reggie, Don Mattingly, Oddibe McDowell, William McGee, Paul Molitor, Dale Murphy, Eddie Murray, Dave Parker, Tony Pena, Jeff Reardon, Cal Ripken, Pete Rose. Love that Pete Rose always says first baseman and manager in his later years. Brett Saberhagen, Juan Samuel, Ryan Sandberg. There's the Schmidt. Lee Smith, Don Sutton, Lou Whitaker. Then it came with these stickers. These are the actual 86 stickers. I remember if you saw my video from Monday, I had ran out of it. I didn't have 86 stickers, so I threw them threw these stickers in with this guy. So anyway, that was my 1986 Fleer limited edition box set, including Mr. Schmidt, for my random Mike Schmidt item of the day. My random baseball item of the day, just showing off 3 of my limited edition insert cards from this year's Topps product. So I believe these are all, some of them were updates, some of them were regular issue. So this is like the charcoal or black version, numbered out of 70. Just got Ahmad Rosario from the Cleveland Indians. I'll say Indians because they're still the Indians right now. Jake Cave. This is the Stars and Stripes one, numbered out of 76. Supposed to be 1776, I suppose. And then the Orange Shimmer parallel version. That is Wade Miley, numbered out of 299. So that's just a couple of the ones I got. I wanted to show you a bit of a rainbow there, some of the different designs you have and some of the different numbered parallels you can get. It's amazing how many different numbered parallels are out there these days. It gets a little ridiculous, but hey, what are you going to do? All right, today's trivia question. It's a historical throwback now. Let's see how much you all know about your history. I'm going to tell a little bit of history here that I'm sure a lot of you out there are not aware of, okay? A home run. We all know what a home run is. You hit the ball out of the park, that's a home run. In truth, though, up until right around 1930, the rule was a home run counted if you hit the ball out of the park, but also if it went into the stands after the first bounce. That actually was the rule up until 1930. So you got to wonder how many home runs Babe Ruth hit that bounced first before they went out of the park that made up his total of 714. As I understand it, it wasn't many. He was still that good of a power hitter that he just crushed the balls. But I'm sure there were a couple. So that's just an interesting piece of trivia that up until 1929, it was the rule in the American League that you had to hit the ball out of the park or on the first bounce, and it would count as a home run. In 1929 was the last year the American League did that. 1930 was the last year the National League did that. So the question I have for you is, who was the last player credited with a home run that bounced first and went out of the park and he got a home run because of it? Track down that name for me, and I will give you this nice Willie Mays 1952 reprint. This is from the Shoebox collection produced by Topps back around 2000 or so. So I'm not sure if you can see the copyright date there, but this is the 1952 reprint of Willie Mays. So if you can answer that question, you'll be put in the drawing for the Sunday drawing to win that card. Who was the last player to hit a home run on the bounce and get credited with a home run? All right. Little shout out for everybody today. I got a nice little care package in the mail today. I know this individual said he was going to send something to me. Let me show you what it says here. All right, so hey RJ, congrats on 200 plus subs. I heard you were looking for this Bohm card, and I imagine you already have these Schmidts, but I got them in a bargain bin and I thought you would enjoy. Keep on rocking. Doug over at Don't Talk to Robots. So I appreciate Doug immensely. He and I are good YouTube buddies, always chatting on each other's channels, watching, supporting each other. What he sent for me was this here Alec Bohm Mini, and I think he's right. I'm going to grab my Alec Bohms real quick and kind of flip through them. I don't think I have that. Let me put that card back there so you guys can keep seeing it. I thought I had a mini, but I don't know if it was that one. And I'm off camera right now. I'm just kind of thumbing through my... Actually, I don't think I had any minis of Alec Bohm. That's why I was so interested in that one. Well, I did have the standard Allen and Gintner, so this is like a mini from this year's Allen and Ginter. I did have the standard version, but it didn't have the mini, and he was nice enough not only to send the mini, but to include it in one of those little mini top holders, which are nice to have when you got a mini you're dealing with. So I appreciate that from Doug immensely. And the Schmidt cards he was talking about is this here. It's the 1983 Star, 15 cards set highlighting the career of Mike Schmidt. It's one of the first offerings from the Star Company of any player. I think it might be the first. And it's just 15 different cards of Mike, various stages of his career, various stories on the back. Here he is getting one of his MVP awards. That must be after a home run because the third base coach is high-fiving him as he rounds the base there. So this is right at the height of Mike's, being the best player there is in baseball at the time. 15 cards, various data on the back. And, to answer your question, Doug, yes, I actually did have this set already, but it's one of my favorites. It's funny. I was looking around on eBay to see how much this thing cost because I thought when I first bought it, and I've had it since I got back into collecting in the mid to late 80s. I was a kid collecting in the late 70s, early 80s, and I got out of it for a while. And I got back in the late 80s, early 90s again, and that's when I really got into collecting. But I picked up this set very early because Schmidt was such a big fan favorite of mine, obviously being in the Philadelphia area. And the thing is, that set cost me a fortune back then. It cost like $25 back then. So I thought, well, gee, how much is it worth now? Is it worth a lot now? And unfortunately, the answer is no. It's worth about $1. So Doug said he found it in his dollar bin, and sure enough, that's where it belonged. But I'm thrilled to have another copy of it. I don't know what I'll do with it. Probably hold on to it for a while. But shout out to Doug over at Don't Talk to Robots. I'll make sure I put a link in the description below to his channel. Go check him out. Him and Kaylin do wonderful videos for the whole card community out there, and we love them a lot. So thanks again, Doug. I appreciate you muchly. So there you have it, today's showcase of stuff. Don't forget the trivia question. Who was the last player to hit a bounce home run? Send me the email. You can win that Willie Mays card. Thanks for stopping by, and take care.